Hey everybody, it's Suzanne. Welcome to another video, and this video is my Lowbuy Confessionals, episode 1, January 2025. Before we get into it, let me show you what's on my nails real fast. What's on my nails is this polish from Noodles Nail Polish, and this is Snow Lit Midnights. It's just this pretty, I don't know how, you'll see it in my monthly mayonnaise better in... What is this? January. I'm filming this in January, so this will be in January. So you'll see it in February sometime. But my January monthly mayonnaise. But it's a beautiful indigo-ish, bluish polish with blurply with white matte glitters. It's really, really pretty. But anyway, I am filming this Wednesday, January. I think it's the 30th. Or it's January 29th. I do know there's only a few more days, and I don't plan on purchasing anything else, until February. So I was like, I can go on and film this. So I won't do this every video, but I'm going to show you. I have like my pad here, and it's a 2-page, and I'm going to break this video down into 4 parts. First, we're going to go over the boxes. Then I'm going to tell you if there was anything I was tempted by. Then I'm going to tell you, did I purchase anything? And then at the end, I'm going to do like my final thoughts. How did I do, basically? Okay. So for January 2025, for PPU, the theme was Masquerade. I did skip it. And then I thought it would be neat to kind of keep track of how many were on my wish list. So I did skip it, and there was 3 on my wish list. So if that matters. For HHC, I did skip that one too for January, and there was 5 on my wish list. For Little Box of Horrors, I did skip that too for January, and there was 4 on my wish list. And then Polished Gamers Box is a quarterly, so I'll probably put it in here every month, and I'll just tell you if it was an active month. This wasn't active by a month, so you could buy in January. I did skip that one too, and there was 6 on my wish list. So I skipped all the boxes this month, which was good. But those were things I could buy from, but I did talk myself out of buying them, which is good. Okay, so this month I was tempted by Zombie Claw. I do not know what she called this, but she did like a neutrals collection, like a palette cleanser neutral collection. It was so, so pretty. I know there was 3 of them in that collection that I so, so wanted. I talked myself out of that. Then BCB did a smut collection. There was 2 that I really wanted from that. There was like a glowy white and a really beautiful neon pink. I talked myself out of that. So that was good. And then Royla Lee, or is it Royla Lee? Something like that. It's Wildflower's new brand. I call it Royla Lee, but it's Wildflower's new brand. She was released a new collection under her new branding. The polishes were beautiful, but I was able to talk myself out of them. But as a collector, I was like, ooh, I want something from her new brand, so I can be like, I have something from her very first collection. But then I was like, you're not going to remember what's in her new collection. I'm not going to remember that came from her new collection years down the line. So I was like, that's pointless. Plus, as time goes on, I'll wind up getting something from her, I'm sure, in PPU or, one of the boxes. So I did skip that because I was like, the polishes, like there was no polishes that were really, really getting to me. It was just, even though they were beautiful, it was just wanting something from the very first collection of the brand. But I got over that. Okay. So I wasn't tempted by a whole lot, so that wasn't too hard, but I feel like January is a slow month for makers. I feel like they don't release as much because of Black Friday, and then just a lot of them take off like December or like around Christmas to spend time with their families, which is understandable. So I just feel like January, there's not as much stuff out there. Okay, I did purchase some stuff. It did meet all my requirements of the low buy rules I set up for myself. I did purchase from Polish for Days. I purchased their New Year's Eve duo, which I talked about, which was 2 polishes. I'd already talked about I was going to purchase that. Then she did 2 polishes that were so, so pretty for a Wicked collection, which I did pick those up too. And then she did 2 more mystery polishes based on Wicked, which were pretty too, and I wound up getting those too. I don't really know why I shouldn't have gotten the mysteries looking back on it, because I'm not really even into Wicked. I know that's the new big thing, but like I don't know, it just doesn't even sound appealing to me. I have no desire to see it. And I probably will never see it, but I should preface this that I'm not a movie person. Like, I like to watch TV shows and series, but I don't really like to watch movies. I don't know. I don't like the sitting down for an hour and a half to 2 hours and then, like, it's not very good. Then I feel like I've wasted a lot of time. So I don't watch, like, I don't know. I can't even tell you the last movie I've really watched. Something with my kids because they do like to watch movies. So occasionally I'll get sucked in because I'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel bad because it's something we could do together. But to watch a movie on my own, no, never. Not a movie fan. Unless it's a movie I've already seen before and I know it's good, worth watching, and spending my time. So, but I just have no desire for this Wicked, which seems crazy because everyone's into it. But for me personally, it just doesn't. Nothing about it sounds appealing. Nothing. So I don't know. I should have probably skipped those. So that led me to get 6 polishes there. But again, that was a brand I was allowed to buy from. Then Crafted Hues, they did a charity polish and new releases, and I wound up picking up, oh my gosh, 9 polishes, which seems crazy, but they were all beautiful. I'm excited about them. That is a brand that I said I could purchase from in my rules. So that was okay. And then I bought from a couple D stashes. I think it was 2 different D stashes. I wound up purchasing 5 polishes, but I wrote notes about them. One was a polish I had been eyeballing in HHC that is a recent polish, and it's $13, and somebody was selling it. I can't remember if it was swatched or new in the bottle, but either way, fine, for $6. So I was like, that is, half price. So I was like, over half price. So I picked that up. There was 2 Polish for Days polishes that I had been wanting. I don't really do a lemmings list, but if a polish stays in my mind, it's in my mind and I want it. I had been kind of wanting them, but I just don't do a lemmings list and I don't go on a hunt just if I see them. So I saw those. One was $5, one was $7. They both had been used a little bit, but still great prices for Polish for Days. Then there was 2 in HHC that, again, it was the same situation. Now, these weren't the first one that I talked about. I really, really wanted. These 2 was a duo. You had to buy them together, and one of them I wanted, and one of them I was like, I kind of want it, but because it was, I didn't buy it. And they both wanted $6 for those, and those were 13 a piece, or 26 or something like that. Yeah, 26, 13 a piece. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I did pick those up. So that left me with purchasing 20 polishes for the month, which kind of defeats the purpose of the low buy. I did stick to the rules. It's not about the number of polishes. So I'm okay with that, but I think I need to be more strict. Like when I bought from Polish for Days and Crafted Hues, looking back at it, I could have talked myself out of some of those polishes, even though like all the Crafted Hues ones I love. And the Polish for Days ones, I didn't care for one of the mysteries. I think it's okay. It's going to be pretty, and I'm going to wear it. It's not like I don't like it mystery, but I just wish I probably shouldn't have picked those up, if that makes sense. But my plans are to hopefully, like, I don't want to be purchasing 20 polishes every month, but I'm sure there's some months I'm going to purchase more and there's some I'm going to purchase less. It's just how it goes. So my thoughts. So first off, I have a note like, why did I really do this? Because in my video, I kind of blamed it on space, but at the time I wasn't planning on filming that. I thought I'd do another video, but then I thought, just let me do it. So I just want to come on here and say, it's not really space. I by no means have a giant house. But at the same time, if I wanted to, I could easily fit 20 or 30 more Helmers in here in my house somewhere. They stack on top of each other. So it's not technically space because I could come up with the space. It was more just this. Okay, this is my rationale. The first year I got super into indies, Black Friday, I went crazy. I thought that was acceptable because it was kind of like, oh, you're just getting into it. You want to discover new brands. There's so many good deals on Black Friday. So I thought that was okay. Then several years went by. I always purchased on Black Friday, but never crazy. I've always kept it, within reason. But this last year, I was in reason, except for 2 brands, which are 2 brands I love. I purchased several polishes from those brands, like an obscene amount for a normal person. And I just started thinking, if you have 365 polishes, and you change your polish daily, which right now, my current lifestyle, I am changing my polish daily. But it may get to where I'm not able to change my polish daily. But if you change your polish daily, 365 polishes, you could wear a new polish every single day for the rest of your life. I mean, not rest of your life. You could wear a new polish every single day that whole year. And by the time the year rolled around, you would be tired of those polishes again, right? So I was kind of just like, it just seems like I have a lot. And I don't know. Do I need a lot? No. Um, I don't feel too awful bad about it because it technically really is my only hobby that I spend money on, really. But it's still just like, do you need that many polishes? Like, it seems obsessive. So it's really just that, me feeling kind of like, should I have purchased all these polishes? Because, like I said, 365, you could buy a new polish, or buy a new polish. You could wear a new polish every single day of the year. So that is really the reasoning, the true reasoning. I do have some changes to my rules. Let me go over that real fast. My D-stashes, which this might seem like it's kind of like putting me back to where I'm buying, I'm going to move to $10. I think I had them to 8, but I'm going to move them to 10 only because here's why. Like, somebody put out a polish. There was one polish that I super, super wanted in December, Maker's Choice PPU, but I talked myself out of it because I whittled it down to that one polish, and I was like, okay, you can't buy just one polish. So I skipped it. But then I saw someone destashing it for 10. I didn't purchase it because I had the my Lowbuy requirements already in place, and I hadn't come on here to change the ruling officially. But I want to change it to 10 because if you think about it, I was going to buy it for 13 in December, and 10 is more than 20%, which is pretty much 20 to 30 is like the most you get for Black Friday. I mean, I know they'll have like special polishes for $5 here, and they'll have like Proto sometimes cheaper, but 20 to 30 is pretty much the cheapest you get with seeing the polish. So I am going to change my polish rule for D-stashes to up to $10. 10 has always kind of been my limit even before my rule. Like, if somebody had something for more than 10, I usually pass on it because it just gets too close to paying the original price. And it's like, if I was willing to pay the original price, I should have just bought it new and not, dealt with all this hassle of going through the D-stash. So I am changing that to 10. The other rules I changed, this really wasn't a change, but I forgot to mention it. I am keeping my Orly Color Pass. It's just a super cheap option to get polished. I like it. I like the surprise of it. I like just getting the boxes. So I am keeping that, and I didn't mention that. And then the other thing is, I have Glisten and Glow with a question mark. She is releasing some type of wild animal collection based on these drawings that she's done, the maker, and they are so, so cute. So I might have to get those. I'm going to allow myself to get those if I feel the need, but still going to try to talk myself out of it. The only other thing I wanted to say is that you will see hauls still on this channel. Like all my Black Fridays, I have filmed them all, but I haven't edited. Is it edited? Who knows? Anyway, I have filmed them all, but I haven't went through the editing process of those all, so they're just kind of all sitting on my computer right now. So those will all come out, and then I don't know how other YouTubers do it, but I batch film. So if I sit down to film, the only time I ever make just a singular video sometimes is my monthly manis because they're long, but like any of the hauls, like I'll hold them until I get, a couple. Because, I mean, I might not be able to do that now because I'm not purchasing as much. But in the past, I would hold them, and I would film anywhere from 2 to 8 videos in a day and just be done filming for a little while. So I still have some hauls out there that are like, oh my gosh, this sounds crazy, but I still have some haul videos that are uploaded to YouTube ready to be released that are like 9 to 10 months old. So you will see some haul videos, and so it may appear that I'm purchasing things, but you'll always know if I purchase stuff by coming to these Lowbuy Confessionals, because I'll do these monthly. So I just wanted to clarify that you'll still see hauls, but those were probably, if they weren't talked about in my Lowbuy Confessionals, those were purchased a long, long time ago. And then my D-stashes, I just release those every once in a while, so you'll just have to come here if you really want to know how many I purchased in the month. So my final thoughts about this is, I mean, I followed all the rules technically, but like I said, I don't want to be purchasing that many polishes every single month. I need to kind of whittle it down. I am doing a whole organization thing with my polishes, which when I get done, I'll make a video of that, but it's taking time because it just is. It's just a whole thing. And I'm trying to go through, and I really want to get my collection. I've always said this, if I don't love it, it's got to go. But I really want my whole collection to be just polishes that I genuinely love. And I look at that and I'm excited to wear it on my nails. Um, and I do think I'm pretty good about, like, I'm pretty good about being like, oh, I don't love it, gotta hit the road, Jack. So I'm pretty good about doing that, about singling them out, but I do want to keep that up. And hopefully with this organization, I'm really doing it not really for a D-stash, but really because when I see a polish I want, it's hard for me to know if I have a duplicate of it. So this organization process, which like I said, I'll show it when I get done, but it's very, very time consuming. So it might be a while. I'm hoping the aim of it or the goal of it is to be able to look at a polish like, oh, there's a green polish with gold flakies and shimmer. And then to go look at my organization system I've set up. You have something very similar to that. Do not purchase it. So that's my plans, but that's it really. I mean, I'm not mad at myself. I'm not, I mean, I followed all the rules, so I did okay, but not as good as I wanted to. I am proud I skipped those boxes, but I will say, oh my gosh, I've seen the spoilers for February's PPU. It's going to be dangerous. And March's PPU, the theme sounds like it could be really, really interesting under the microscope. So a lot of like prugly and nasty polishes, which I really, really like. But I guess that's all. If you all are doing, I'll be back next month with another Lowbuy Confessional. I don't know if anyone even really gives a hootie patootie, but I will be back. If you have been successful on your Lowbuy, comment down below. If you're doing a Lowbuy, let me know. We need to stick together. We need to weather the storm, and not that it's that bad, but we need to, just support. And a win's a win to me. Even though a small win, it's still a win, because I look at it like I would have purchased some of those polishes from those boxes. I talked myself out. I would have purchased 3 from Zombie Claw and 2 from BCB. That was 5 polishes more right there that I talked myself out of. So a win is a win. But if you're doing a Lowbuy, let me know about it. If you're not doing a Lowbuy and you are out there just buying it up, let me know about that too, because that's, I'll live vicariously through you. I love stuff like that. So let me know down below what you're doing. If you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do nail content all the time, and I also do monthly giveaways of nail polish to subscribers. I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, keep polishing. Bye.